All right, so now we're on Mastery Manager Step 2. We just finished up setting up our properties, okay? And just a side note is you can never change if it's answer key or item based once you saved it. Also, you can never change anything on this page once you scan or input grades for your first assessment. So we want to make sure everything is done inside of a Mastery Manager before you give your first test. If not, you cannot go back and change anything. You cannot go back and add rubrics. So just a heads up for that. So sharing, this is good for if you want to share, um, kind of share this assessment or this answer key with one of your colleagues. If you want them to review it, I really don't use this feature that much, so it's not that beneficial to me. The next category is after sharing is weights. So weights is where you can actually change the amount of points for each question, or you can actually add a rubric or attach a rubric that you already created in Mastery Manager. Notice I have the 5 multiple choice questions here. This is for my one performance event here. So I have 6 total points. For example, say I want to change the amount of score or amount of points for this question. I can just make this, 5 points. And then by doing that, it gives me different weights for each of these questions. I have to hit save first, actually. If I hit scoring checklist there, notice I have 5 points there, and it has given me kind of a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 option for each question. So if you want to score a rubric like that, say 5 points was a perfect rubric, 4 points was an okay score on a rubric, you can do it like that. If I change that to a 4, that'll take away my options on there. If I want to add a rubric, I hit show rubric. You can either find or create a rubric. For this purpose, I'm just going to find one. I can either search for my rubrics or archive rubrics. I'm going to use Bernie's for this one. Thanks, Bernie. And notice how it's automatically assigned the amount of points for this rubric right here. Students will not see the rubric. Only you will see the rubric when you score this assessment. I'm going to hit save. And now I have a total of 17 points, 5 points for the multiple choice, 12 points for the rubric. Once again, you cannot change this rubric once you scan your first assessment. Just be aware of that. Come back for the next video after this.